Hey guys, welcome back to Diesel, where today we're going to try and fix the zipper on the TJ soft top. As you can tell, it's in need of some repair. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so this top is, it's pretty old. I really have no clue how old it is, but it doesn't leak. I really don't want to throw it out. The windows are a little scratched, but I think there's some products for that. Really, the only issue I have with it is when it comes summertime and I want to unzip the windows, the zipper is just a royal pain in the butt. So what I'm going to try and do today is I'm going to try and get this thing off, get it unstuck. The bottom zipper right here is frozen. It doesn't really zip, right here you can tell I've got some issues. So I'm going to wrestle with it, try and get it off. Then I'm going to clean the zippers up really well, try and lubricate them so that I get a lot better operation, some consistent operation. Hopefully we can make the soft top last for a couple more years. All right, so the first thing I'm going to try and do is get this loose down here so I can actually start to get the top out. I don't really want to use penetrating oil on this because you can already see I've been trying to soak this. It stains, it's terrible. But just a little bit when you need it. I don't really know anything that's not going to stain that will also penetrate. Then I'm just going to try and work this guy loose. Okay, that was actually a lot easier than I thought. So now I'm hoping I can start to get this whole thing off without actually having to bring that zipper back the whole way. But let me see if I can get that zipper off first. The other thing I need to do is get this zipper off. And that might be hard because it's unzipped like this, as you can see. I think what I'm going to do, unfortunately, is do that. And I'm going to try and sneak this guy out the side, so I don't have to fight with it. Alright, so I actually did get this started. I'm just going to wreck this, but let's pry it off like that. So now we're in better shape because everything's clear. And you can see right away what's going on with the soft top. That zipper, it just goes around like that. This is way wider and spread out than it's supposed to be. So I'm going to have to crimp that back down to get that to behave nice. So now what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to clean these zippers out really well, try and clean this whole soft top piece. Just because dirt is probably in here, and one of the least friendly things that we could have to this zipper function. Alright, so for cleaning something like this, I really like to use a simple green because it's kind of an anomaly. It's not very harsh, but it's also pretty harsh. And then I have myself a nice convertible top brush. This has got pretty soft bristles for the canvas part. Then I'm going to use a little bit of a harder scrub brush for the non-canvas part. I'm going to get her sudsed up a little bit here. Should be better than it was. Alright, so it looks pretty good. I gotta let this guy out to dry, obviously. I guarantee it's going to be a lot cleaner than it was. You can kind of see already the zipper is hopefully free of any crusty stuff, any sand. I got to get some Scotch-Brite and clean this guy out because there's a lot of corrosion on there. So Scotch pad is kind of the perfect thing for stuff like this. So it's not really too abrasive to hurt anything, but it will take the corrosion off if you're patient. Alright, so while that's drying outside, I'm going to go ahead and clean this guy up. So this is also blacked up in here. There we go. That guy's freed up. So I'm going to again just try and clean this off. Put just a touch on there. Get it worked in. The corrosion on there is what's causing it to misbehave. And I'd like to go through with a wet cloth and just wipe the zipper off. Kind of inspect the teeth, make sure there's nothing messed up. But again, just to, it's a little harder to wash this, but just to get the dirt off, give it the best chance. So that's nothing special, but it should help us out a little bit. All right, so the primary reason, among others, that this thing was giving me issues is because the zipper, as you can see, has started to bend, get a little wider. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a pair of pliers and just crimp this guy back down, to the right size to make sure that it mates the zipper better. So you have to be careful on these because it's just brittle, pot metal basically, aluminum. But we should be all right. You can kind of see her there. Cooper's warning me to make sure I don't break it. And you can kind of go until you feel just the zipper get a little tighter on the fabric or zipper that you're working on, right? So that looks a lot better. You see, you're trying to get that to ride and pinch right up on the back of that zipper. So now you can kind of tell it's pretty tight in the back. So the last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to coat this liberally in a non-stick dry film lubricant. So the dry film lubricant is key. If you coat it with a wet type silicone, you're always going to have some residual stuff on there. This is basically just like a spray Teflon or something. So it'll just hang out there. It's not going to attract dust. It's not going to attract dirt, but it will still give us some lubrication, right? So it's right in the thing, non-oily. So I'm going to wait until the zipper dries really well. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to coat it up and down. The part on the soft top, the part on the window, I'm going to coat it really good with this stuff, and then we'll put it back together and see if we can get it to work. I'm not really worried about the overspray. I mean, you don't want to be silly about it, but it's dry, right? So it's not going to look like I got oil all over the soft top or something like that. They also make zipper wax, which a lot of people like. I didn't have that on hand. But I think that's actually what Mopar recommends. So I'm sure that would do a phenomenal job too. So now, remember, both zippers are supposed to be in here. So if you bring this down and look, the desired state, when you look at it, is that these zippers are mirrors basically. So now, the moment we've all been waiting for. It could be. Oh! Whoa! Hey! Look at that. She gets better with every one. All right, guys, so that is it. It should be pretty simple. some good products out there these days. This dry film lubricant. I bet zipper wax would work really good too if you got the Best Top or the Mopar brand. I think those would be pretty solid. I will put a link to this in the description of the video. I'll also put a link to that brush that I like to use if you guys want to use those for your own stuff. Other than that, I am going to clean and lubricate the zippers on the two side windows too. That needs to be done, I'm sure, although those are to the point where I can still get them in and out. But at least now, on a nice summer day, I can drop this baby down and have more than just the windows open on my Jeep, which is kind of the reason we have soft tops, right? We put up with them being loud so that we can use them when it gets nice out. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, you can also use this on your JKs, JLs. Well, I don't think the JLs have zippers. CJs, YJs, whatever you got, because I guarantee you that the TJ is not the only one that has problems with these stupid zippers. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Hey guys, welcome back to Diesel, where today we are going to try and fix the zipper on, I'm sorry.